Hello, art teachers. I'm Heidi Howe, and this is how I teach Louise Nevelson and challenge them to make their own assemblage sculpture. If you want to use this video in class, you can use it as is or mute me and talk over it and use the visuals. First, I'm going to introduce the artist. We're going to define some terms. I'm going to show some examples, and then I'm going to challenge the students to make an assemblage sculpture themselves. Louise Nevelson was an American sculptor known for her monumental monochromatic sculptures. What sculpture? Well, that's generally anything that's three-dimensional. Art like painting and drawing that's on a flat piece of paper is two-dimensional, but sculptures can be made of any number of hundreds of things, and they can be very small or very large. In fact, they can be monumental. What is monumental? That just means really big. If a sculpture is so big that it won't fit into an ordinary room, that's big enough to be called monumental. And the other word I mentioned is monochromatic. Monochromatic means the whole thing is made out of one color or different shades of the same color. So let's talk about Louise Nevelson. This is one of her paintings. She was born in Kyiv, Ukraine in 1899. Kyiv is a big city, and at that time it was in the Soviet Union. When she was in elementary school, her family moved to America to live in Maine. Here she lived in an area that was rural. You can see from her painting how different it was. As she grew up, she studied many different forms of art, including dance. She studied with a famous modern dance teacher, while she was also making sculptures. She made a lot of her own jewelry too. This painting is a self-portrait, and you can see she's wearing jewelry in the painting, as well as whenever she was going to have her picture taken. She always liked to dress up in big, bold fashion. Her first sculptures were made of wood, mostly things that she had found or had been thrown away. She collected these and assembled them into sculptures. In some cases, she made the sculptures out of materials that were all the same color, and in others, she painted them to be the same color before or after she had put them all together into the assemblage. She mostly used black and white, but she did have a time where she was painting everything gold. As you can see, some of her sculptures have layers and layers and lots of detail. Eventually, she started making monumental sculptures, huge sculptures, some of them several stories high. These were made out of metal, so she couldn't just find things. She had to carefully plan and have these pieces of metal formed and cut to fit her design exactly. She was very successful and very famous, and people commissioned her to make sculptures all over the world. I used to see one every day when I went to work. When I worked at this library every day, I would walk right past it, and there's my office right there. This sculpture was right near a street corner, and people used to sit on the base while waiting for a bus. Now, another word you may have heard me mention is assemblage. Assemblage just means put together. So your job is to assemble your sculpture by bringing together different three-dimensional pieces to make a sculpture. Now, here are some challenges. How can you make your art monochromatic? Well, the easiest way is just to start with material that's all the same color to begin with. But you could also paint it with a brush or spray paint it. That's a little trickier. Another challenge? What materials can you use? Well, basically, if you can find it, you can use it. These are some things that I like to use when I'm making a light brown or tan assemblage. But these are just ideas to start with. I'm sure you can find lots of other things. Now, finally, how can you make your art stick together so it doesn't fall apart? These are just some of the many ways, but not all of them. And that's why it's a challenge, because you've got to figure it out. How can you make it strong enough that it's going to stick together and not fall apart? These pictures are all assemblage artworks that were inspired by Louise Nevelson. And if you go to the internet links listed, you can find lesson plans for how these art teachers suggest you put together your own Louise Nevelson assemblage. You can see they used lots of different materials, different colors, and came out in different styles. I'm Heidi Howe, and I'm looking forward to seeing how your sculptures come out.